the evacuation of our leader, Madam Nawaku, should never be seen as a favor being done to a political figure but rather an obligation being done to a citizen, as she was a citizen like any other citizen. And I want to repeat that there are many, many Zambian citizens that are being evacuated at government expense. And solution to that is to ensure that we put in place facilities that will be able to take care of our people locally and within. And that is what we are doing currently at Livingstone, UTH, and in London. So let us desist from politicizing this demise. Let us give Madam Nawaku an honorable funeral, befitting funeral, and desist from throwing about unnecessary talk and politics around the unfortunate incidents that have resulted in the demise of Mama Nawaku. And again, I state, may her soul rest in peace. We want to take the opportunity to wish Mama Vera Chiluba all the best and a quick recovery, even as she is receiving medical care in South Africa. The second issue I want to address is also the issue surrounding Mr. Geoffrey Waya Mwamba, also known as GBM. There is a lot of insinuation that suggests that this government has blocked the possible evacuation of Mr. Mwamba to a facility of his choice to go and look at the ailment with which he is afflicted. I want to make it very clear and put it on record that government has in no way refused or blocked Mr. Mwamba from being evacuated. There was an earlier attempt that was made for Mr. Mwamba to be evacuated to a named hospital in South Africa. But that hospital wrote to us and to the family and stated that because of the status of Mr. Mwamba being a convict, they were not interested to attend to him and therefore declined that he must go and attend hospital. The family then made other arrangements with another named hospital, again in South Africa, and that hospital accepted that even in his current status as convict or prisoner, they would attend to him. As logistics were being put in place and arrangements were being made, as you know, for a prisoner to leave the country and go and be in hospital there, Mr. Mwamba needs to be guarded 24/7. And therefore, there must be prison warders that will have to travel with Mr. Mwamba to ensure that they remain guarded 24/7 around him. As those arrangements were being made, the authorities in South Africa contacted government here and stated that owing to the status of one being a prisoner and convict, they said they would get back to us and tell us when to allow Mr. Mwamba to travel or when they will allow Mr. Mwamba to enter their country. We are still waiting, and the family is aware. Because some of these arrangements were also being made by the family. And they are aware that the authorities in South Africa have said to us and the family to hold on. They will tell us when they can allow for Mr. GBM to be taken to South Africa. So this whole talk of trying to suggest that he's being blocked, people are being vindictive, the president does not want Mr. Mwamba to be taken out, he wants him to suffer here. It has nothing to do with the president. This government has said, we have no issues, he can go, provided he meets the conditions. Condition which one is that he's guarded 24/7 because he's a prisoner. condition which his family and himself have said, we have no problem, we oblige. So now we are only at a point when we are waiting for the authorities in South Africa to give us a green light or go ahead to allow for Mr. Mwamba to be taken to South Africa. So there is nobody who is blocking Mr. GBM from being evacuated for medical purposes. However, government has ensured that the best medical care is being given to him. That is why he's being attended at Mainasoko Military Hospital, to ensure that the best care is given to him. So it is wrong to insinuate and suggest that Mr. Mwamba is being punished and that Mr. Mwamba is not liked by the president. There is no issue to do with liking and not liking here. It's simply the law being followed. Lastly and thirdly, I also want to inform the nation that former president and 60th Republican president, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, is doing well. He also is in South Africa for treatment. He called me a couple of days ago. He was checking on me to check on my health, and we had a chat. And even during that conversation, President Lungu informed me that he was done with his chemotherapy and that he was now just going for review so that then the doctors can determine what the next step is. Maybe is to continue with another session of chemotherapy, or maybe is to come back home. The doctors will determine. But he was feeling better and well. We joked. We were even laughing at each other. And former president even said, well, I was worried. I was thinking that you are very sick, but it looks like you are doing a bit better. And I was also saying to him that, no, Your Excellency, I think that you are better off and I'm worse off. And we had our usual, chat around sickness and so on. But there's one thing that struck me and I want the nation to know and understand. Let us give President Lungu an opportunity to rest and recuperate and desist from dragging him into our politics. There are way too many statements being made in his name. This is not the time to drag President Lungu into politics. This is the time to allow President Lungu to rest. It is also a time that as a nation we come together and pray for President Lungu. We are a Christian people for him. I now ask citizens that we desist from dragging President Lungu into politics and take to our knees to pray for our former president. It is not good to keep writing all these statements in his name. I saw another statement that was written yesterday over the demise of Madam Nawaku, and so many things were put there. I can confirm to you that that's not President Lungu saying those things. It's the usual Baru. Characters, preachers of hate, doom and naysayers that want to fight their political battles, but because they are cowards, they will not do it in their name. They will drag the name of former president and say he said it, when in fact he didn't. And if you must know, former President Lungu and President Hakainde Hichilema speak to one another. And from time to time, His Excellency the President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, calls President Lungu to check on his brother, to wish him well, and to ensure that all is well. And even when I was having that conversation with President Lungu, I said to him, You know, the country thinks that you two don't talk, but I'm aware. You two talk to each other. And he laughed. He said, it's you people who school for us. You, the people around the President Hakainde Hichilema, and the people around me, you are the ones giving this impression that there's enmity between the two of us. There's zero enmity between President Lungu and President Hakainde Hichilema. So let's all desist from exacerbating what does not exist. There is no enmity between the two leaders. They talk to each other, they wish each other well, and they keep checking on each other from time to time. I want to end by taking the opportunity of the man, the hospital and destination is of Mr. Geoffrey Wanyamamba and his family, not Calamity. They are the ones that know which facility they want to go to. So they make those arrangements. Our role is just to ensure that we facilitate and considering his status as a prisoner, that is looked after 24/7. Okay, we can call it quits. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Just wait.
Yeah, but this. The camera like this.